My name is Mahmouda Akhtar. I am 18 years old. I have been working for 5 years at the MNC factory. We saw a lot of clothing for Wal-mart. The general working day is from 7:30 in the morning till 9:30 or 10:30 at night. Sometimes we have to work all day and night. Last month, I had to work 15 nights till 3 a.m. But there's no break between night and day. At 3 a.m., we can sleep on the ground in the factory, but we have to start working again at 7:30 a.m. There is no opportunity to go home. The whole month working night and day, and I just got one day off. If there is any stop in the work, they start yelling. The heat, there is no rest. If we do anything, they start beating us a lot, almost torture. They go too far. Last month, I worked over 100 hours a week, but I got only 1/3 of my overtime pay. How does that work? We owe them? No, they steal from us. I have to work to survive. I guess that's my fate. I have to work hard to eat. I don't have any time to myself. I just work all day.
Walmart likes to present itself as a company with the same values as a small mom and pop company. And you say to Walmart, you say, well, wait a second, aren't you respecting human rights and work rights? And they say, of course, we have a code of conduct. We monitor these factories. We guarantee that every product in the Walmart store is made under humane conditions where the rights of the workers are respected, their human rights, their hours, their wages, their health and safety. We say to Walmart, fine, you're proud of these factories? They say, of course we're proud of these factories.
But in one factory, you can clearly see that the garments are produced for Walmart. They're faded glory. They're heavy winter shirts, padded winter shirts, men's shirts, selling for $19.97. Not every factory in the developing world looks like a dungeon. These factories are relatively new, modern, well-financed. They look relatively clean and safe, with acceptable lighting and ventilation. But in this factory that was producing for Walmart, we know the conditions were brutal. The workers were forced to work from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock, 14, 15 hours a day. They work in 7 days a week. They hadn't had a day off in the last 9 weeks. The workers were paid 11 to 17 cents an hour. They were beaten, slapped, screamed at, cursed at to work faster, to reach their production goals. They have absolutely no rights. If they try to defend themselves, they're attacked, fired, beaten. They were paid 6 cents for every $19.97 Walmart shirt they made. This was a sweatshop. How do you think Walmart sells those goods for such low prices? Walmart claims they have a commitment, an advertising commitment. They're going to roll back prices constantly. Well, what they're doing is they're rolling back human rights standards all around the world. They're rolling back wages and benefits all around the world.
Walmart's $219 billion a year in sales exceeds the government revenues in Bangladesh by 55.5 times. In other words, Walmart is 55.5 times larger than the government of Bangladesh. Walmart doesn't pay 1 single cent of taxes there, not one, not even a cent. What it leaves behind is the 7-cent wages. What it leaves behind are broken young women. We better look at Walmart because Walmart is our future.
For the last 3 years, Lisa Raman has worked in a factory sewing Disney garments. She lives in one room with 5 people, her old parents and 2 young nieces. Her rent is 750 taka a month. That's $12.84. This might not seem like a lot of money, but Lisa only earns 14 cents an hour, $6.72 a week. Her rent amounts to nearly 2 weeks' wages. After paying rent, She's left with just 53 cents a day to survive on, which is impossible. The garment workers in Bangladesh live from hand to mouth, from day to day, and no one has a cent in savings.
My name is Lisa Rahman. I started working in garment factories when I was 10 years old. Now I work at Shah Maktoum. For 3 years, I have been making Disney clothes, working until 10 at night, and I still earn only 1,700 taka a month. They don't give any wages. They cheat us on our overtime pay. If I try to say anything, they would yell at me and shout, "Work or leave." I told them I came here to work and that they should at least pay me for the work I do. They said to me, "Work, meet your production target, or get out." Once a supervisor dragged me away from my machine to teach me a lesson. There is no place to eat in the factory. The water is dirty. We sit on the floor and eat, and the whole place is really dirty. The stairs are narrow, and there are no fire exits.
What happens when workers ask that their rights be respected? Young teenage women in Bangladesh sewed these Disney garments for 8 years under abusive sweatshop conditions. These women finally had had enough, and they stood up and they asked that their most basic rights be respected. They wanted to be treated like human beings, not like animals. So they said to Disney, "Stop the beatings. Give us 1 day a week off. Pay us our wages correctly. Pay us our maternity benefits correctly." Disney's response was to pull its work from the factory, to cut and run, and to throw the women out on the street with nothing, penniless. This was the worst thing Disney could have done. These workers needed these jobs. The message that Disney was delivering, not only to the women in the Shah Maktoum factory, but all across Bangladesh to 1.8 million garment workers, and indeed throughout the developing world, is that if you dare ask that your most basic rights be respected, you too will be fired and thrown in the street with nothing, left penniless.